detective. Don't lie, lie, lie. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detective. Don't lie, lie, lie.
Told her bye, bye, bye. Don't make I. Got a lot of racks on me. Got a lot of chill on me. Couple M's in jewelry. I'm a rich like just eat. And I can't buy no flight. No. Look at my bust down shine. Small. Just name my flight. 100 bands up for the next show. I don't want to. I don't want to tell you that, mama. Main dogs can't just laying on the floor. Artists I saw me dripping. Kicking, she tripping. I'm too rich.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Vivint Smart Home Arena in downtown Salt Lake City. Tonight, it'll be the Utah Jazz taking on the Denver Nuggets. The Nuggets control the tap. Jay, Nikola Jokic, he's never made the playoffs, but upon further review, he is a special center.
Got that 5-year extension for $146 million, and I'm going to say this, he will be one of the future centers in the game.
Wide open look, won't go.
I can't believe he missed that, but look, you have to stay connected to him defensively or he'll eat you alive.
To Millsap. Oh, emphatic slam.
Oh, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
Conley. Here comes the screen. Denver's got it. Miles Bridges. Nothing going here on that drive. And counted at the rim.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Conley. Mitchell. Smothering D.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Here comes the screen. To Conley. Has a look. Not going down for him this time.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Layup goes down. Well done.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Utah ball. Conley. Here comes the screen. Takes stock of the floor. Stuffs it down with authority.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Murray with it. Leads 4. From the painted area, won't go down. Conley into the front court. He'll run the offense to Gobert and throws it down.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
To Millsap. Doesn't get the bounce.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Across the timeline, it's Conley, trailing by 4. Five to shoot for Utah. Mitchell, shot from in close, no good. Nikola Jokic rejects it, and he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Dirk Nowitzki, couple of free throws on the way. A career 87% from the line. Knocks down the first. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. To Jokic. Has a chance. Murray's shot won't fall.
0-4 to start the game. Don't worry about that. You can make your next 6 shots and then be 6 of 10 from the field. That's 60%. That can get you 80 million.
To Gobert. Short jumper off the mark. To Jokic. Millsap. To Jokic. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Jokic. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Trying to cash in. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Here comes the screen. Jokic. Short jumper off the mark. Mitchell with the basketball. Down 4. Nowitzki. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Jokic to Millsap. Got a piece of him.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. To Gobert. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Now whistle. Timeout for Denver as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Jamal Murray. His first effort off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Mitchell with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Driving right to the basket. Mitchell on the drive, but he can't finish. Another follow, still no good. On the follow, way to stay with it.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
To Jokic. Screen coming. Jokic. Couple of cracks at the line now.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
And he connects on the first free throw.
Shot, boy.
And gets both to drop at the line. Donovan Mitchell with the rock.
Pick up, back up.
To Nowitzki. Down low for Davis. Nikola Jokic. Huge block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Dirk Nowitzki sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
To Nowitzki. Cleans it up. It's corralled by Ingles. To Joe Ingles. The Jazz with 4 in the shot clock. Has a look. Ingles with a shot, no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Mitchell with the basketball. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. To Nowitzki. Has a chance. Cephalosha's shot, no good. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Misses the first. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Nuggets with the basketball. Barton. In the slam. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Mike Conley. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Can't miss those.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
And the rebound taken by Grant. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. First quarter's complete. The Nuggets with the lead. Good start to this one. After one quarter of play, on to the second period. Jay, neither team was able to get control to start this one.
Both teams are trying to feel each other out, but I like the aggression that both teams established in the first quarter. This is the first quarter league. The way you play in the opening minutes really sets the tone for the rest of the game.
So important to take care of the basketball. Easy two on the other end after the turnover. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
Good touch from Will Barton.
This is like a boxing match. If you fight against a great boxer, if he keeps jabbing you at the face, eventually that body will open up. You keep giving up layups like that, boom, a body blow is on the way.
And draws the contact. So, Rudy Gobert going to the line for 2 shots. Rudy Gobert at the line for 2 shots. Not the best career mark, 62%. First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Denver ball right now. Down low Plumlee. And the rebound taken in by the Jazz. To Conley. For 3. Good contest on the 3. Conley misses.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Conley into the front court. His team down 9. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Here we go.
To Will Barton. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot clock winding down. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Gobert. Count it.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
It's Denver's ball. Here comes the screen. And the finish at the rim.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Conley into the front court. 9-point margin. Rudy Gobert. He's now 4 for 6.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane. Both coaches hitting the reset button.
fresh legs coming onto the floor. To Will Barton. Miles Bridges.
Clear the lane. I got this.
From the painted area, won't go down. To Gobert. No good. Can't connect from in close. The follow won't go either. It's Jazz ball. Conley to Joe Ingles. Knocks it down from mid-range.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Nothing going here on that drive. It goes down.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
To Davis. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Martin. Ed Davis swats it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Joe Ingles to Gobert. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Ed Davis able to recover with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Jazz have the ball. Joe Ingles. Here comes the screen. To Davis. Oh, he had him there for a second. Mason Plumlee pins it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Count the basket.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Into the game for the Utah Jazz, number 44, Bojan Bogdanovic.
Conley to Gobert. Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Barton to Jokic. The drive right to the basket. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. Nikola Jokic. 4 out of 7.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Conley to Gobert. Able to convert inside.
Old school. equals high percentage.
Nuggets have the possession. To Millsap. Screen coming. Jokic to Will Barton. Trying to cash in. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. 5-point game. Drives, but a shot won't go down. Jokic to Miles Bridges. Millsap. They go to Jokic. Down low. Oh, Nikola Jokic. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Conley into the front court. Right now, down 7. Nikola Jokic with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Nuggets have the possession. Barton to Jokic. Oh, not a good pass there as it's stolen by Utah. And he'll go to the foul line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Mike Conley has got 2 shots coming. A career 81% free throw shooter. First one, count it. Able to convert on both free throws. Murray with the basketball. Leads 5. Miles Bridges. To Millsap. Shot clock to 4 for the Nuggets. Jamal Murray. He was all over him.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
That's no good. Down low Jokic. And finishes strong.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Time for some new personnel into the game. To Gobert. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Here comes the screen. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Knocks it down off the step back. He'll let one fly from half court. That's it for the first half. The Nuggets in front.
Fellas, Jalen here with your halftime report. The Nuggets are feeling comfortable at the halfway mark. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Denver Nuggets. The Jazz are in need of some changes at the half.
Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments.
Have a look at the leading scorers for the Utah Jazz.
Game track. Bench points.
The Utah Jazz aren't getting enough bench production in this contest. Their reserves need to step up and start making an impact in this game.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us. And see you again after the game.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To Gobert. Nowitzki. Pass there, taken away by Denver.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Missed a wide open look.
I give this defense so much credit. Sometimes it pays major dividends to have players that are willing to get their nails dirty. Just dig their hands in the dirt, and that's what kind of stand they're making on the defensive end.
To Gobert. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
The true measure of Rudy Gobert comes on the defensive end. He was all-NBA defensive first team and was tied for the lowest opponent field goal percentage at 43%. You ain't getting by that.
And the finish, slam dunk.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Murray into the front court. His team up by 7. Here comes the screen. Utah's got it. To Gobert. Throws it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Murray into the front court. Up 5. To Millsap. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two. Paul Millsap, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 73%. First free throw is good.
Hey, good shot.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Good shot.
Utah with the possession. They get it down to Gobert. Nikola Jokic with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Dirk Nowitzki. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Millsap. Rudy Gobert sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
To Conley. Has a look. Shot by Bogdanovich, no good. Murray with it. Looking to make something happen. Has a chance with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping.
Denver's got it.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
To Millsap. Trying to cash in. Just not going down.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
To Jokic. Millsap. Paul Millsap at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both. Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To Gobert. Probing the defense. Nowitzki to Conley. Here comes the screen. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
To Jokic. Rudy Gobert tips it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Millsap. And the rebound taken down by the Jazz. Conley to Nowitzki. Has a look. Dirk Nowitzki. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Utah ball.
I got ball. That's me.
Surveys the floor. Conley. From the outside, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Oh, I missed a short one there. Conley into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. And abuses the rim with the slam.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. Down 5. To Gobert. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
For any fans out there that thought Donovan Mitchell didn't put any stock into the fact that he was not the Rookie of the Year, you are wrong. Donovan Mitchell is that type of guy that uses everything in his power to fuel him to be the best on the court each and every day. If that was a campaign he built with Adidas, rookie question mark, it doesn't matter. That perceived failure is something that will only make this kid better tomorrow.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Substitutions, Denver.
Barton. A good defense by the Jazz as they come away with it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Count the basket at the rim.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. Joe Ingles. Nothing going here on that drive. Can't connect from in close. Martin into the front court. Up by 3. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
To Davis. Short jumper misses. To Will Barton. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Paul Millsap snatching it out of the air.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
It's Jazz ball. To Davis. Count the bucket for 2.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
He gets it.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
To Davis. Nowitzki. Martin into the front court. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Jazz will take a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. To Joe Ingles. And a nice finish at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Nuggets with the basketball. Martin. Pass stolen by the Nuggets.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Nope. First one does not go. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. Mitchell. Second effort. Right time. Right player.
Can't teach height.
That ends the third quarter. The Nuggets with the lead. It's the Nuggets with the basketball to start the fourth quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
Joe Ingles. Jokic rejects it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
Closing out or contesting his shot is a really bad idea because now the offense knows they can extend you away from the basket, and that's away from your original position as being a help defender.
To Miles Bridges. Here comes the screen. Martin. Denver with 4 to shoot. Won't go. Pass there, taken away by Denver.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Off the assist.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 101. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
To Davis. to Joe Ingles. Gets to the basket and scores.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Denver ball right now. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Mitchell with it up top. 5-point game. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Donovan Mitchell trying to cash in on a 3-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Free throw good as he finishes off the 3-point play. They're back within a bucket. Martin into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Jokic. Curling inside. Dirk Nowitzki. Huge block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Here comes the screen. Jokic to Miles Bridges. Going to launch beyond the arc. Contested shot. Miles Bridges off the mark. Conley into the front court. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
They absolutely needed that. Great job by the offense to be poised and create a shot to pull ahead.
Jokic. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Gary Harris at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Conley into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Shot from the lane won't go.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Miles Bridges to Jokic. Miles Bridges. They'll work it down to Millsap. Nothing going here on that drive. Cashes in for 2.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Conley to Nowitzki. Has a chance and scores. Nice move, Jay.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
It's Denver's ball. Martin to Jokic. Three seconds, it's going the other way. Time to shuffle things up. A shot no good on the drive by Conley.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
To Miles Bridges. Nothing going here on that drive. Can't get past the defender. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Driving right to the basket. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Oh, my goodness. Someone please patch me into the arena intercom. Clean up on aisle 3.
Jokic. And the reward, he is going to the line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
Miles Bridges at the line. First try, no good. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Across the timeline, it's Conley. His guy's down 3. Oh, pass stolen by the Nuggets. Knocked loose. Jazz pick it up. Got it.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Jokic. Screen coming. Jokic to Will Barton. Down to 5 on the 24. Not that time. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
He's so good down low. This 4-time All-Star really does a good job of utilizing that body to muscle through contact and finish with the best of them.
Here's a chance from long range. That's how you defend.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Able to convert inside.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Conley. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Mitchell to the basket, but he can't get it to go. Nuggets have the possession. To Jokic. Sizing up the defense. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Conley into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. Off the penetration, almost, but no good. Barton to Jokic. Barton, they get it down to Millsap. Nice pass to get things going.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Gets it to go, and the foul.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Mike Conley trying to cash in on a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. And he can't convert the free throw. Eight seconds. It's going the other way. Nikola Jokic sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Millsap. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Trying to cash in. Mitchell's shot, no good. Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
For the Utah Jazz, number 2.
To Nowitzki. To shoot for Utah.
1 minute remaining.
Mitchell. Great defense, forcing the miss.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Count the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Now whistle and a timeout for Utah. They're down big in this fourth quarter and a chance here to empty their bench. To Joe Ingles. Nowitzki. Joe Ingles to Gobert. "24-second violation." Knocked loose. It's the Nuggets who come away victorious as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Nuggets got the win in a close game.
And it's always great to watch a team with such an unselfish approach to the game. Plenty of assists were delivered throughout this contest.
Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Denver Nuggets. The Jazz are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. While they did put together quite a highlight reel of dunks in this matchup, they did not put together a win. As we all know, style points never show up on the scoreboard. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored. For the Utah Jazz,
Game track. Assists.
It's a shame only one team can win when you have such great team basketball on display. The ball movement was tremendous.
Player of the game.
The highlight says it all. He's your player of the game.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
These are the top 3 plays of the game. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up.